Welcome to the Potato Olympics. Hey, it's the Olympics. They're on. They're on right now. Have you been watching the Olympics? I know I have, and I bet Mr. Kravchuk has been as well. Such an exciting time. Go, Aussie, go. So what you're going to do today is you're going to have a bit of fun. But first, we need to get ourselves organised. Now, this activity goes for 2 days. You're going to do some of it today, and you'll see some of it tomorrow. But I'm going to give you all the instructions for today. So you're going to need 5 potatoes. Draw a face on each one and give them a name and a country. Each potato needs a profile. How tall, wide, and heavy are they? If you don't have scales, you can use hefting to estimate. Have a look at what I've made here. Here's my potato photo and profile page. My first one is Ellie. She's from France. She's 8 centimeters tall, 5 centimeters wide. Wally, he's Australian, 9 centimeters tall, 5 centimeters wide. Bob from the USA. There's Dude from Spain and Sophie. Now, I didn't have any scales at home. You might not either. So I've worked out who was the heaviest. I held them all in my hand and I found that Wally was the heaviest. So I gave him number 1. Ellie was the 2nd heaviest. Bob was the 3rd heaviest. Dude was the 4th heaviest. And Sophie was the 5th heaviest, which means she was the lightest. So what you need to do is you need to get your potatoes, draw a face on them, decorate them if you want, and give them a profile. And here we can upload it here. Now, you can put some photos of yours. You can try and fill in these boxes I've got here, or if you want, you can do this yourself in your math book. I don't mind. Okay, now that you've got your potatoes ready, it's time to start. This one's called the furthest roll. You need to find a safe, large place outside that you can roll your potato. You might have to go to the local park to do this. First of all, estimate which potato you think will win. We put that here in the pink. Now, roll your potato. Measure the length of each roll. If you don't have a tape measure, you can step out how far it rolled. So here I'll write down my potato, the roll length, and I then do the second one. Potato, how far it went, next one, next one, and next one, and so on. And I give it a first. Which one the furthest got first, second furthest gets second, and so on like that. We've got to give them medals. You might even decide to make some medals. Our next event is, so here we can upload your information. The next event is called sort of the slowest roll. Who can roll for the most amount of time? So it's not about who can go the furthest, which just can keep on going. Here you'll need a timer. Now you might have a timer on your parents' phone, maybe on an iPad, but you've got to find a timer somewhere. Again, write which one do you think will be able to roll for the longest amount of time. Put down your potatoes' names here, how long each one rolled for, and finally, give it a first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Upload your work here. Now, it's your turn to create your own potato event. Do an estimation. Potato will go to something. Now, it could be which one you could throw furthest in the air. Now, you don't have to judge how far it went. It could be which one, when I drop it, if you have a 2-story house, might make the biggest smash. Maybe the one that can bounce the furthest when you drop it from somewhere. There's so many different ideas that you could come up with. This is about you having some fun. So I put the name of my potato here. What am I measuring? Am I measuring the smash? Am I measuring the biggest bounce? Up to you, and give out your medals. This is looking really good. So that's the end of day 1. Again, upload your results here if you can't upload it there. Now, this is day 2. It's time to graph your work. You're going to be making a bar graph. And when you click on this page here on page 12, you'll see I've actually got a link and it shows you how I made my first bar graph. We'll have a look at that soon. Now I've got some instructions on this video. Make sure you follow them. It's important that when you make it, you're following these steps. Names of potatoes. Each bar has a different color. Title and an explanation. Upload your results. Here we can see my graph, and this is what's on the movie. I show you all the steps I take to make this bar graph. I've got my title, I've got the length of my roll starting at 0 meters, I've got my date and a comparison statement. Finally, once you've got all your information, you're going to place the graphs on here, the furthest roll, the longest time, and finally, own event. Now this sounds like a really cool thing. This is going to take you a bit of time to do. That's why we're giving you 2 days. Now, Mr. Crafty and I, we love kids who are neat and organized. We're looking for neatness. Please be proud of your work. Even the way you upload photos. Ask yourself, is this my best? If it's not your best, that disappoints us and it disappoints yourself as well. I hope you have a lot of fun. Go Aussie, go in the Olympics.